Welcome to another episode of Car Lot Kings here at Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. I'm here with one of our favorites, Jerry Morelli.
Thank you, Amanda. Always an honor and a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you. Jerry, say hi to the viewers real quickly.
Hello, viewers. We're glad you're watching here on Channel 78. We appreciate it.
Exclusively from Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Jerry, we're actually standing here in front of a beautiful new 2014 Cherokee. So on this episode, what we're going to do with our viewers, we're actually going to go in depth with the benefits, the features, the different options on the new 2014 Cherokee. This is a new trim level for 14. So on this show, we're pretty much going to give you an in-depth look. So stay tuned for more on Car Lot Kings. Jerry, fill them in on what else we have for them.
We have a couple of former Giants on the show. Otis Anderson, great running back with the Giants. MVP of a Super Bowl. Leonard Marshall, great defensive player with the Giants.
Yeah.
They'll be here. We have an exclusive interview with them coming up on Car Lot Kings. What's your name, sir?
Richard.
Where you from, Richard?
Short Hills, and I'm with my grandson, Jake.
You came here, Nielsen Dodge, to meet O.J. Anderson and Leonard Marshall. Tell us why you came here today.
Well, I bought cars here before, and it's a very good dealership and nice, and it's convenient.
That's excellent.
The pricing is good.
We appreciate your business very much. Tell us the vehicles you bought here.
I have bought 4. 2 Chryslers and 2 Jeeps.
Well,
At the same time.
we want to thank you because repeat business is very important here at a dealership, and it's guys like you, customers like you, that keep us in business.
Pleasure to come and look forward. Hopefully I can get through this line and get some autographs.
We'll make sure. Thank you.
So you've probably seen a lot of commercials introducing our new 2014 Cherokee. This is the Jeep Liberty's replacement. This car is redesigned by Chrysler Jeep. It is it's a 2014, but for 2013, it's an IHS top safety pick. Class exclusive, 9-speed transmission on all trim levels. That benefits your fuel economy and horsepower in the vehicle. In addition, these cars are trail rated, available with 2 different engines if you want the 3.2-liter 6-cylinder or the 2.4 multi-air technology Tiger Shark. This is the vehicle for you. This car does come with the signature, you can't mistake it, the 7-slot grille. Now we have new LED lights wrapping all around the vehicle. This is going to benefit your visibility driving on the road with the LED feature on this trim level. These are actually your headlights, and the fog lights are down below. Proud to introduce to you the 2014 Cherokee, exclusive at Nielsen Dodge. We have all different colors, trim levels, different options you can play with. So stay tuned, I'm going to go in depth with this vehicle.
Otis, welcome to Nielsen Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram on Route 10 in East Hanover. What's that like for you to tell people about your experiences in the NFL?
Well, we do have stories, that's for sure, and we are considered the best of the best. So when we tell stories about some of the things that we accomplished playing professional football, it lights up their eyes. It makes them think about living the same dream that we live one day, to be successful and play professional sports. So we give those kids hope and inspire them to continue their dream.
Now, you played high school football in West Palm Beach, Florida. You stayed in your home state, went to Miami. What made you make that choice? I'm sure there were a lot of schools around the country that wanted your athletic ability, but you stayed in your home state. What was that like for you, and why did you make that decision?
Well, it was easy because my mom, I was a mama's child. Well, shouldn't say that too loud. People think athletes are big and tough guys, but yeah, at that age I was a mama's child, and it was just easy for me to go to Miami. It offered everything that I wanted, which was an education, an opportunity to live out my dream to play professional football, and it was a short drive for her, 1 hour 45 minutes, and she brought me a care package every home game, so that meant a lot. So kids, when you're thinking about going off to school, think about often you can see your parents and whether or not they could bring you food.
Helps you out, right, to see your mom, because it gives you a sense of security. You got traded to the Giants, and you played for Bill Parcells. You're best known for your Super Bowl victory over the Buffalo Bills, that dramatic victory. Buffalo was probably the big favorite in that game. You guys won it, the missed field goal at the end. You were the most valuable player. Talk about that feeling being the most valuable player in a Super Bowl?
You know what? It's hard because football is such a team sport, and we had so many great guys that did equally well that day. Leonard on defense, the scheme that they was told to play, which was against everything they believe in, they bought into it. Offensively, you could have gave it to Hostetler. He had a great day throwing the football, getting up after lick, and you really think that guy wasn't going to get up, but he did every play. And I know we deal with a lot of injuries, and I know he should have a lot of after that one game by itself. But it was a great feeling, and again, it could have went to anyone on that team because we all played very well. And I guess the only reason why it came to me was I predicted it coming out of college as a freshman, as a senior, that if I played in a Super Bowl, it was in the state of Florida, I was the feature running back, I'll win Most Valuable Player. And 12 years later, it happened. So I guess it's true to say if you believe and can dream, things can happen.
What was it like playing for Bill Parcells? Under him, you won the Super Bowl. You became the comeback player of the year. People watch him coach on TV. They think he's this big, tough guy, which he probably is, but he certainly knows how to motivate his players. What was it like playing for him?
Well, you said the right word, motivate. Bill was good for that. He knew how to create scenarios for different players to get them play at a higher level. And one player that I know for sure he motivated other than me was Jumbo Elliott, who was a rookie at the time playing against Bruce Smith in the Super Bowl, one of the biggest game of his life and all of our lives, and he handled Bruce pretty well. So when you have a coach who can look at you as a person and figure out what makes you tick or how he can get you to buy into his philosophy and to play at a level that you don't believe you can play or don't know you can play, it speaks a lot about his ability and his whole sense of reading people, and that's what he did very well.
O.J. Anderson, a pleasure. Thank you. Enjoy meeting your fans out there today. They love you. They admire you. And folks, we're coming to you from Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on Route 10 in East Hanover. We'll talk to O.J.'s teammate, Leonard Marshall, great defensive end for the Giants. That's coming up on Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Carlisle Kings, coming right up.
In this episode, I did tell you we're going to go in depth with the new 2014 Cherokee. Here I am. I want to give you a side profile of the vehicle. So this vehicle is made with high-intensity steel. You do have crumple zones all around the side of the vehicle, including the top roof cages of the car. And new for 2014, standard on the Latitude, you're going to get the keyless enter and go. Easily, if you have the key in your pocket, the vehicle will unlock if it senses with your hand on the door handle, versus locking the car. Hitting this button, you do have the keyless enter and go feature. From the exterior, you are protected by the all-season 17-inch chrome-clad aluminum tires. Capability all around in weather. You never have to switch back and forth with them. Now, this Latitude does have the ground clearance, not just on the Latitude, but any vehicle you will be protected by the 4x4 capability. As we do go into the show, I am going to take you on the interior because we have lots of features, benefits, and a couple of surprises in the new 2014 Cherokee. Okay, we're standing here with Marcelo, a great customer of Nielsen Dodge. Little does he know, but he planned. This is what he came in. He came in a red shirt, and he's driving out with this beautiful SRT Challenger. Marcelo, a little bit. Was it love at first sight when you seen this beautiful car?
Absolutely, yeah.
What about the color? Honestly, you're gonna get looks on the road. I love the 20-inch wheels, the SRT8 logo on the seats. I just love this with the bow. How do you feel? Are you excited?
I can't describe it. It's unbelievable. The feeling, I came with the shirt, wasn't expecting that would be, everything would go so smooth, but very happy.
And your salesperson, Al Figarelli. Al, come in here. How'd Al treat you?
The best. I have a new friend here.
Al's the best. Al, and you actually drive a Challenger, so you sold a red one, but what color do you drive?
Hemi orange.
Hemi orange. I congratulate you. Al told me this is your Christmas gift to yourself. How did Nielsen Dodge treat you?
It's the best experience that I've ever had in a dealership. I'm really, I have no words.
Thank you so much.
He had a bad experience at another dealership and came here, and I told him it was going to be perfect when he comes here, and he's enjoying every bit of it.
And Marcelo, just so you know, we appreciate the big purchase on this beautiful SRT. If there's anything you ever need from Nielsen Dodge, just know that we're here for you. You got your lifetime engine guarantee. He got his first free oil change. He has identity theft protection. Nielsen Dodge is a great place to buy a car. Anyone and everyone that stops you and loves your car, please send them to Nielsen Dodge. Make sure they go through Al, okay? Now, Marcelo, you can go get your autograph from the Giant. Okay, so now I'm inside a 2014 Cherokee. This one is a Latitude with very few minimal options. I want to give you a feel of how the car would pretty much come standardly equipped on the Latitude. In the Latitude, you still do have your LED headlights, your fog lights from the exterior. Now when you're on the interior of the vehicle, this is what Chrysler Jeep is going to give you standard. With the new 7-inch digital customizable screen, you can pretty much personalize your instrument cluster. You can check your vehicle information, your fuel economy. You can actually make the car a digital speedometer, which I pretty much like because one glance down, you'll know exactly which speed you're actually going at. For the tire pressure monitor system, 2014 exclusively in the Cherokee, it's not only going to tell you that you need air in your tire, but it's going to pretty much tell you which tire needs air and how much air capacity that tire has. Now on all trim levels, you are getting the standard 9-speed transmission, easily capable for you to downshift. These do now have electric parking brakes. In here, you do have all your touch tabs where you can pretty much control your radio or your climate control. But from the media center, all these dials down here, you also have them up here. So you can control your climate control. You have a regular compass on the vehicle. These cars do come standard with Bluetooth, so you have the capability to pair as many as 8 cell phones to the car. Everything is voice activated, so right on my steering wheel, I easily have a VR voice recognition button. So if I'm in drive mode, I can pretty much hit my VR, tune to 100.3, the radio station is going to change. On certain trim levels, everything with the media center would be voice activated for you. In here, now for 2014, CD players are being phased out, so now in replacement of that, you do have an SD media card port standard in the 14s. You also have a USB port that easily streams or downloads music or pictures or files to the hard drive on the screen. And then like many vehicles have, all our Grand Cherokees, Compasses, Patriots, you still have your auxiliary input to stream your music through. Chrysler did still keep the charging port, but in here you have a very deep console with an additional USB port for charging, and then a charging port for your cell phone. Now these cars, which I will show you on other interior trim levels, they do have little options that you can customize the car with. Most of our clients that sit in the cars, they can't believe how comfortable these seats are. They're not just for comfort, just so you know, they're actually safety driven. So these do have like race car seats, so they actually hug you in the event of an accident. These are active head restraints, so rare impact to the car will keep you in place in the event of an accident. These cars, not just telling you about it, we actually had hands-on training, Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Associates. We actually went out to the MetLife Stadium. We had simulated courses of ice, rain. We took these cars on a ramp. So I'm telling you, come down to Nielsen Dodge. Please take this car for a test drive and stay tuned for Car Lot Kings. I have a few more stuff to show you on the 2014 Cherokee.
Welcome back to Car Lot Kings, Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. We're joined by former Giant great Leonard Marshall here at Nielsen Dodge to sign autographs. What's it like to come out here today and meet your fans, people that remember your career? They love the way you played football with all your heart and soul, the 2 Super Bowls. What's it like to come out here and meet your fans?
It's always good to see the fans, you know, and the thing that I admire the most about the fans in New York or New Jersey, including Connecticut, is that they never forget. You know, New York is nostalgic for sports and entertainment, and they remember the people that really put it in, and it's indicative of the way we worked, both Otis and I, as well as the rest of our teammates.
You just wrote a book, When the Cheering Stops, talking about life after the NFL. It's well known that some players struggle with that. You've had a great career after pro football. How important is it to write that book and let people know what the game is all about and what life is like for an NFL player?
Well, the transition is tough in itself, and the support or the lack of support that players get all plays a special part in the balance of their life. I think the biggest thing for players is when they disconnect from National Football League, it's like a divorce without alimony. And Otis will attest to this as well as many others, that when you leave the game, you're not so much loved and worshipped and preyed upon like you were when you played. So the idea is to forget the 70,000 that cheered then and create a new atmosphere and keep trying to reinvent yourself in terms of what you do, what you like to do, and what preference you like in terms of people responding to you. I mean, people can respond to you as a has-been or a guy who has moved forward. The idea is to leave that guy behind that played on Sunday and now reinvent the guy who went to college, who went and got an education in 4 years, became somebody, and continually wants to become somebody after the game of pro football.
You talk about an education. You went to LSU. You stayed in your home state. I'm sure you had a lot of big-time colleges. Bear Bryant wanted you, but you stayed home. What was that like, and what made you make that choice?
It was tough to make that decision, I tell you, because you got one of the greatest coaches in college football in Bear Bryant. And at the time, they won more national championships than LSU did, or pretty much any other school in South Louisiana or in the southern part of the states. The only other school that I could think of that could compete with them at that time was Oklahoma Sooners. And I turned down Barry Switzer as well. So my thing was I wanted to stay close to home. I wanted to get some of the things that many other guys got from being close to home, their parents to come watch and play, their brothers or siblings come watch and play, the fanfare of being in your home state and representing your home state. And should football not work out the next level, you got a chance to get a job. That's the reason why you go to college and get that education to go and find another career after college. So that was a big thing for me.
And then you got drafted by the Giants, won 2 Super Bowls, played for the great Bill Parcells. I was talking to your teammate about this. What was it like playing for Coach Parcells?
It was great. I mean, not only just being one of the first 2 players he drafted as a head coach, but actually playing 10 years for Bill Parcells and having a chance to work with guys like Otis and Harry Carson and Carl Banks and Lawrence Taylor and Phil Simms and Mark Bavaro. And I could sit here and just name nostalgic names of Giants football history over and over and over, because these guys are what created that history. These guys are who put it in, and these guys are the ones that made these coaches so good when we played professional football.
Mr. Marshall, honor meeting you. Welcome to Nielsen Dodge, and enjoy your day signing autographs. Thank you.
So much.
Okay, I'm back again. I'm still in a 2014 Latitude. The last one I did tell you had minimal options, but the Latitude does give you extra packages that you can add on the vehicle. I did tell you that the Cherokee exclusively has certain surprises for you. So first, let me show you the customizable interior storage. Now this is so cool. In-seat storage in the Cherokee. Not even our Grand Cherokees offer this much space as far as the capability goes. Whichever trim level you decide to go with, the glove compartment is very deep and thick. That's my hand that's going all the way to the back right there. Now, a regular sunroof is available for the Cherokees, but exclusively in this car, we have the full view panoramic sunroof. Now, in this car, you are upgraded with an 8-inch media screen. You have the capability. It is an available option to have the rear backup camera, which does get displayed in this 8-inch screen for you. Now, let's talk about safety real quickly. So if you're in the car and you have any emergency situation, hitting this 911 button will direct you directly to a 911 operator. They'll exactly know where you are, where your vehicle is. Now, beside 911, we also have Assist. If you have any questions about the Media Center 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you do have hands-on access to Jeep's customer service. For 2014, I'm also letting you know what the vehicle has the capability to do. You have the capability to make the vehicle a Wi-Fi hotspot. So I know a lot of people always do a lot of their work in the vehicle. Now you don't have to worry about internet. Also for 2014, you do have the capability, if you do own a smartphone, you can download an app to your cell phone, which is going to allow you to start, stop, and unlock your car anywhere in the United States. Now this screen, just like our Grand Cherokees, is going to be 100% voice activated. You can change your climate control, control your navigation, pair as many as 8 cell phones to the car. So the Latitude I just showed you, this has all the same options, just above and beyond a little bit more. On the 2014 Cherokees, you do have the option to either go front wheel drive or 4x4. These cars do come with many storage compartments. I showed you up there. All the Cherokees are going to come with mini storage as well as up here. And then storage again for your sunglasses up there. Now, as we go on, I do want to show you some of the spacing in the car. One thing I do exclusively like about the passenger and the back seat is the cargo management system. So stay tuned. I do have a lot to show you about the capability and size that the 2014 Cherokee will give you.
We have Ted from Nutley. Ted, what brings you here in Nielsen Dodge today to meet Leonard Marshall and Otis Anderson?
Well, they're two guys that are Super Bowl champs, so I got stuff for them to sign. And,
Great.
Yeah, I mean, they're champs, so I'm an autograph collector.
What do you think about Nielsen Dodge putting on this event?
It's awesome. They've had Ricky Henderson, Jose Canseco, Rudy, so they're always getting the good people here.
Wasn't Rudy great? Rudy, that movie was on the other day, by the way, and I watched it for about the 50th time. It never gets old. I love Rudy Rudiker.
Right? Yeah, I actually went out to Notre Dame for their final game before they got the pinstripe ball against Rutgers. So it was good to be out there and see Touchdown Jesus and be on campus.
So you come here for all the events here at Nielsen Dodge. You're here for every one. Make a plug for the dealership.
Nielsen Dodge, you can't get any better.
So here on Car Lot Kings, I've been giving you an in-depth look at our new 2014 Cherokees. I want to give you an inside exclusive with one of our business managers, Michael Ahmed. I'd like to introduce my viewers to him.
Good evening, everybody.
Mr. Ahmed's going to give us some insights about leasing a vehicle. If you're not familiar, I know a lot of people possibly do want to own the new 2014 Cherokee.
Okay.
But we do give you different options, whether you wanted to lease or own the vehicle. Tell our viewers a little bit about leasing.
Leasing, in my opinion, it's the best way sometimes to enter a vehicle if you don't want to put a lot of money down. So truly, leasing is about minimum out-of-pocket and short commitment to the vehicle. Here at Nielsen, we do simplify the process. It is not what you expect to go into a dealership or take hours. It's truly the opposite. It's very simplified. Once the car is picked, once the model is picked, once you determine how many miles per year, you need, we set up a lease and basically we execute a contract and we set up the lease for you where it's tailored to your budget and to your driving miles. And it's normally from a 27 months through a 39 month. The options at the end of the term is the purchase option, which will be printed on the lease contract. Your option to purchase the vehicle, which is a really high resale value and a great car to own at the end.
Wow.
And also, if the customer, I know a lot of people are concerned about being over mileage. That's what the questions that I see most of the time from people.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. We have a remarketing department here at Nielsen. We're a 4-store group, and we do buy the cars from our customers, whether you're over mileage and whether you're, concerned about your warranty. The vehicle is equipped with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, 5-year, 100,000 on the powertrain. So you're basically fully protected, and leasing, in my opinion, it's just, if you're one of people like me, don't want to be in the car for more than X amount of period, which, 3 years, then leasing is for you. We were signed up with banks that other dealership cannot sign up with, and we're, very competitive as far as leasing and as far as our pricing. And you know what, just give you a general idea, once we agree on the price of the car, once we pick a model, then the paperwork is brought to us in finance. It takes me about 10-15 minutes to pre-load the paperwork, get the customer and explain all their options. And the options are really very minimum on leasing. The only few options that I see most people will buy is a damage waiver to shield you from damages during the time you incurred.
Awesome.
That's totally optional, you don't have to get it. And road hazard just to protect you in the event you destroy your tires and wheels, but those are completely optional at very minimal pricing. Our mission is to make sure that you don't spend a lot of time on your visit to us and leave home with a smile and just be happy
Thanks,
with your
Mike.
purchase.
And please let our viewers know that if they do need additional information, feel free to stop in or give them your direct line so they know how to reach
Certainly,
you.
absolutely. If anybody has any questions, my number is directly 973-599-2108. There's myself, Michael Mao. There's Mr. Ray Spina, Tom Kroc. We're all here to assist you and help you with any questions or any financial questions that you might have.
What's your name, sir?
James.
Where are you from, James?
I'm from Rockaway, New Jersey.
Okay, that's right here, right down the street here. Tell us why you came here to meet Leonard Marshall and Otis Anderson today.
I'm a Giants fan. Go Giants.
Have you ever been to Nielsen Dodge before?
Yes.
What do you think about this great dealership?
This is a great dealership. They all have all the great sport people come here, get autograph. It's great.
You ever buy any vehicles here?
I bring my vehicle for the repair.
Okay, good. Yeah. So you're a customer, right?
Yes.
Thank you for being a customer. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, I'm here with the 2014 Jeep Cherokee. Now, if you've seen the commercials, you've always heard the phrase Jeep Cargo Management System. Lucky for you, on Car Lot Kings, we're going to show you exactly what that is. So exclusively in the Cherokee, you do have all the cargo space you do need, but standard in any trim level that you do have is this standard rack. Stick your grocery bags in, and there it is. Your bags are secure. You can also lock this in place. Jeep does give you a little Jeep grocery bag with 4 additional hooks. So if you do not want to use this placement with removing it, you actually have 4 plastic hooks that come standard, which you can easily put your grocery bags or shopping bags there. Now in the 14, all of them are pretty much going to give you the capability to lift it up. Jeep thought of everything. They even gave you a hook to hook this up in, but where your tire is located, they also did give you extra storage options. So in here, you can easily tuck away any tools or any personal items that you want to hide. And then right under your management system, you still have the jack in place with the full-size spare tire. Some trim levels do come with the power lift gate standard with safety options, so they do have the capability to fly back up for safety. Now swing around with me to the side. I do want to show you that the seats still do fold down, but what the Cherokee is going to do is going to give you extra storage. So from the back, the seats do fold down. So there you have it, a complete flat surface. Now suppose you had a rug, you need the extra space. Stay right here, let me show you 1 second. Now which other manufacturer thought of that for you? You have all this space as far as the cargo capacity goes. This privacy shade is removable. Now with the capability, the safety, the cargo management system, this is an all-around vehicle that's going to give you, the consumer, the fuel economy, the safety capability, and let me remind you, exclusively at Nielsen Dodge, you are going to get a lifetime engine guarantee, free vacation checkup, identity theft protection, and come down. You have to drive these 9-speed transmission vehicles, whether in a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder. Different options, different colors for you to customize it. But check us out, either carlotkings.com or Nielsen Dodge. We're right at 175 Route 10, East Hanover. Oh, Jerry, I'm so sad. It's the end of another
show's ending.
Yes, it's so hard to say goodbye, but thank you so much for watching this episode of Car Lot Kings. And I'm not going to say it has, but I know that this 2014 Cherokee has piqued your interest. So come down to 175 Route 10 here in East Hanover. You can check us out on carlotkings.com, nielsendodge.com. Remind them that here at Nielsen Dodge, you get the lifetime engine guarantee. We have lots of fun when you purchase a car.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Jerry, for bringing us all the interviews we had.
I appreciate that.
We are going to have lots of fun coming up on the next episode of Car Lot Kings. But again, you can always call us at 973-884-2100 or here, right across from Costco on Route 10. Thanks for watching here on Channel 78.